You are about to make a huge mistake if you let your midlife crisis define you. You could sink into despair or rise to become something untouchable. Understand this. Your age is not a countdown to irrelevance. It's your launchpad to unstoppable momentum. In the power of turning 40, we find liberation, not limitation. Let's consider this transformative thought from Seneca. As long as you live, keep learning how to live. This is the age where you decide to step into your real power or continue living in the shadow of what could have been. I am reborn every day. My potential is limitless. This is your mantra. Burn this belief into your mind right now. I want you to pause right now and comment, I am reborn every day. My potential is limitless. Below. Do it to solidify this manifesto in your reality. Let every like on your comment remind you of this promise. Picture your life as a ship. For years, the sea has tossed you. The winds have confused your direction, but now you're the captain. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. You've spent decades, maybe, coloring your soul with regret or uncertainty. Time to change that hue into something vivid and strong. Your midlife is not a decline. It's your second chance to paint your future. Let's break away from the crisis framework and build a life defined by momentum and growth. You're at the helm. You're charting the course. Marcus Aurelius often meditated on the obstacle becoming the way. Imagine this. 40 is not a roadblock, it's a doorway. A door you open with deliberate intention. Just as Epictetus taught, circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. So, reveal your true self now. If you want to keep receiving these reminders, click the subscribe button now. It's a small action for you, but a giant step for your mind. Because today, this moment, is your rebirth, not just a new chapter, but a new book entirely. Own it. The clock is ticking, but not downwards. It's counting up, marking every day of your newfound strength. Let's dive in and transform this moment of crisis into a fiery momentum. It's your time. It's your age of rebirth. The context, why 40 is your ultimate turning point. Turning 40 is more than just adding a new number to your age. It's the moment when everything can change if you let it. It's your pivot point, your grand reset button. You are not falling over a hill. Instead, you're climbing the peak to see a broader horizon. The world paints 40 as a time of crisis, a false narrative if there ever was one. You've spent years gathering experiences, learning lessons, and understanding yourself. Now, you hold the tools to mold the person you choose to become. Seneca reminds us, it is not that life is short, but that we waste much of it. From now on, waste becomes unacceptable. You have the power to harness every moment with purpose. Why is 40 the ultimate turning point? Because it's the perfect mix of wisdom and energy. You have seen enough to know what really matters, yet you still have the strength to pursue it relentlessly. Life's setbacks become stepping stones. Each challenge reveals layers of strength you never tapped into. It's like carving a statue from marble. Every chip away reveals your masterpiece. Remember the words of Marcus Aurelius. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Your task now is to apply this strength. It's about letting go of what doesn't serve you and embracing what fuels your fire. You've entered the decade of clarity, where your priorities sharpen and distractions fade. Think of 40 as a strategic game. You've spent the first part gathering pieces, now it's time to play smart, making moves with precision. It's about pacing yourself for the long game, not burning out in a sprint. You decide the rules now. You set the stage for what comes next. You are not a beginner anymore. You are a seasoned warrior with a proven track record, and every battle thus far has prepared you for even bigger triumphs. But this isn't just about power. It's about poise, like dancing elegantly through life's challenges, knowing when to push and when to pause. Stop viewing 40 as a limitation and start seeing it as liberation. Liberation from doubts that held you back. The moment you see this, the gears shift from survival to thrival mode. Embrace this age as the untouchable you, the you that forges a path with intent and grace. Pause for 1 second. If this is hitting you, hit that subscribe button. It tells me to keep making these for you. Look forward. See the path as you define it, one step at a time. With each decision, you craft a future unmoved by external chaos because your center is still and strong. The world might say you're entering a crisis, but let them talk while you write your own story of rebirth. This is your legacy in the making. Be assured, the untouchable you is in the becoming. So, let's step through that doorway, armed with purpose and wisdom. This is your turning point. Make it count. Day 1. Ignite the spark of purpose. Now that we've laid down the challenge, think about this. Are you living with purpose or simply existing? Each day without clear intent is like wandering in a fog, hoping for the best and settling for less. Stop. Recalibrate. Your purpose is not a destination. It's the compass that guides you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Your purpose is painted by what you choose to focus on. If you drift aimlessly, your colors dull. If you commit to purpose, your life shines bright with clarity and direction. Picture a ship without a rudder. It goes wherever the waves take it. Now, imagine adding that rudder, and suddenly every wave is an opportunity, not an obstacle. Your rudder is your grounded purpose. It turns setbacks into stepping stones. Ground this in the real. Think of something you felt passionate about but have left dormant. Let today be the day you revisit it with fresh eyes and bold determination. This isn't just a suggestion, it's a declaration. If you want to keep receiving these reminders, click the subscribe button now. It's a small action for you, but a giant step for your mind. As we move through this journey, remind yourself, purpose turns your dreams into plans and plans into reality. Today marks the first page of your next chapter. Make it a bestseller. When distractions emerge, let that purpose drown them out with the symphony of your determined heartbeats. As Seneca advocated, as is a tale, so is life. Not how long it is, but how good it is what matters. Your life's value is bound to the purpose you set. Choose wisely. Now, take the first step. The untouchable you is waiting. Day 2. The clean slate mindset. Stop waiting for the perfect moment to start. Perfection is an illusion, and waiting is a thief. What you need is a clean slate mindset. Imagine waking up with your mind reset, all doubts erased, and ready to conquer the day like a warrior. You've let the past hinder you for too long. This is a call to burn that baggage and rise anew. I am reborn every sunrise. Every day is a fresh start. I want you to pause right now and comment, I am reborn every sunrise. Every day is a fresh start. Below, do it to solidify this manifesto in your reality. Let every like on your comment remind you of this promise. Now picture this. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, faced battles both within and outside his empire. He didn't dwell on yesterday's losses. Instead, he wrote to himself in Meditations, reminding himself, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. This is your path to the clean slate mindset. Every stumbling block turns into a stepping stone when you let go of past failures. Think about how you handle everyday setbacks. A missed deadline, a failed relationship, or even a forgotten commitment. The world doesn't end, and neither do you. You're still here, breathing, ready to turn the page. This is your daily rebirth. Approach each sunrise like it's your first. And here's the kicker. It's not just about erasing the past. It's about not letting past shadows paint your future. Ask yourself, how would your life change if you treated every day like a blank canvas? Pause for 1 second. If this is hitting you, hit that subscribe button. It tells me to keep making these for you. Let's make it practical. When you wake up tomorrow, imagine your mind as a fresh slate. No judgments, no old grudges. Set an intention. Define what success means for that day. Be specific. The more clarity you have, the more unstoppable you become. Your journey is not to dwell, but to do and to grow. As Epictetus taught, we are disturbed not by things, but by the views we take of them. This is your power. Own your perceptions. Adapt. Let the past fuel your future, not anchor it. The clean slate mindset is not a one-time event. It's a practice, a muscle you must build every day. The prize? Unshakable confidence and a life driven by purpose. Remember, every dawn gives you the gift of a new opportunity. Now, go forth and paint your masterpiece. The world is your canvas. Make it remarkable. Day 3. Reconnect with your inner flame. The time has come to awaken what's been dormant inside you. Picture a smoldering fire, flickering under layers of ash. That's your inner flame, and it's time to reignite it. I am a warrior. I will not be defeated by doubt. All too often, doubt sneaks into our minds and suffocates our passions. Don't let that happen. I want you to pause right now and comment, I am a warrior. I will not be defeated by doubt. Below. Do it to solidify this manifesto in your reality. Let every like on your comment remind you of this promise. Today, ask yourself, when was the last time you felt truly alive? Where was your mind? Were you present or lost in the noise of what-ifs and should-haves? Marcus Aurelius said it best. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Your thoughts shape your reality. Choose them wisely and paint your soul with strength and fire. Let me share a story. Seneca, a philosopher and statesman, faced his trials with courage. When ordered to take his own life, he chose the manner and the time. He was not a victim of fate. He was the master of it. What would your life look like if you, too, took the reins without fear? This isn't just philosophy. It's a call to action. Your passions, your dreams are not buried under that doubt. They are waiting, just like Seneca's resolve. The key is this: reconnect with your desires. Embrace the struggle as growth. Every challenge is a chance for redemption. Now is the time to tap into your inner resilience. Ask yourself, will you let doubt dictate your destiny? Or will you rise above and harness that flame to burn brighter? Pause for a moment. If this resonates with you, click subscribe now. It's a small action for you, but a giant step for your mind. You are no longer shackled by hesitation. Become the warrior that thrives on challenge, that sees every obstacle as a proving ground for your soul. Remember, the world is not your obstacle, it is your stage. Perform with passion. Play your part with courage. Be fierce. Be fearless. Your inner flame is your strongest ally. Keep it kindled. Feed it every day with the thoughts and actions of a champion. Let it be your guide. You are powerful beyond measure. Trust in that. Day 4. Cultivate unshakable confidence. You stand at the edge of greatness. If you ignore this, you shack your spirit with invisible chains. But I urge you, stop this immediately. Because you deserve better. You are the architect of your confidence. Self-trust is the foundation of power. Marcus Aurelius knew this. He crushed self-doubt by reminding himself who he was every day. Let me tell you, confidence isn't something you are born with. It's a muscle. You must work on it daily until it's unbreakable. Picture being in the gym. You don't lift weights once and walk away strong. No, you return, you lift, and you grow stronger. Confidence is your daily workout for the mind. Break it down and rebuild it with intention. Look at every obstacle as a stepping stone. Are you ready to lift these weights? Remember the words of Epictetus. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. This is your chance, your resurrection. This is why your confidence should be anchored in how you respond to challenges. Every time life tries to knock you down, you say, I get back up stronger. If you are feeling the impact of this, take a moment. Hit that subscribe button. It's a small action for you, but a giant step for your mind, guiding you toward continual growth. Keep this at the heart of your journey. Confidence is not about fearlessness. It's about feeling the fear and moving forward anyway. Even the bravest warriors feel fear. It's their ally, pushing them through the walls of doubt. So when you face your struggles, let your heart burn with the conviction that you can handle whatever comes your way. Embrace this moment. Build your confidence with grit and tenacity. Stand tall, not because you know all the answers, but because you are committed to seeking them. Let the world witness your rebirth. You are unstoppable. Day 5. Build your fort of resilience. You may feel like life's challenges are battering against your walls, but what if I told you that you hold the power to turn these blows into bricks? With each hit, you can build something indestructible. Obstacles are the raw materials of my resistance. This is the mantra you need to live by to forge your fort of resilience. I want you to pause right now and comment, obstacles are the raw materials of my resistance, below. Do it to solidify this manifesto in your reality. Let every like on your comment remind you of this promise. Now, imagine you're a castle under siege. Life throws stones and arrows, difficult moments meant to breach your defenses. But resilience isn't about having unbreakable walls. It's about transforming those projectiles into the very structure that will never crumble. Marcus Aurelius said, "The mind adapts and converts to its own purposes the obstacle to our acting." Use this power to turn pain into growth. Consider the ancient oak tree. Wind and storm shape its branches, not to break them, but to strengthen them. It's in these moments of struggle you develop a deep-rooted strength, standing taller every time. Now, you might be wondering how to begin this process. Start by accepting that challenges are part of life. Embrace them as opportunities, not setbacks. Your mind is the architect. It designs how you react. Guard it against negativity and weakness, and focus on solutions instead of problems. This isn't just a philosophical thought, it's a practical strategy. You need to build habits. Not just any habits, but those that challenge you. Read when you're tired. Run an extra mile. Face your fears head on. Pause for 1 second. If this is hitting you, hit that subscribe button. It tells me to keep making these for you. As we wrap up, remember Epictetus's advice. Difficulties are things that show a person what they are. Let every challenge you face reveal the unstoppable force within you. Transform obstacles into opportunities. Forge your fortress of resilience, one stone at a time. The more you do this, the more untouchable you become. You are the architect of your destiny. Stand tall and let your resilience create your legacy. Day 6. Launch into uncharted territories. Let's push ourselves further. Imagine standing on the edge of the unknown. Your heart races. Your mind is screaming to pull back. That's where growth happens. That's where the untouchable you is born. Now, launching into uncharted territories isn't just about taking daring leaps. It's about challenging your own limits. Imagine a sailor setting sail without a map. Each wave is unfamiliar, but with every voyage, he learns more about himself and the sea. Similarly, as Seneca said, if a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. This is why your direction must be clear, even if the path isn't. Each choice you make in these uncharted waters will define you. Start by acknowledging this truth. Fear is your guide, not a barrier. The fear of failure or rejection isn't there to paralyze you. It's a sign that you're stepping outside your comfort zone. It's your cue to act. Think of Marcus Aurelius, who faced endless battles and political turmoil. Yet, he embraced each as a chance to test his resolve. He once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. By understanding your internal compass, you can navigate any storm. You gain control where it matters, inside. Discomfort is your signal to move forward. Every moment of doubt is an opportunity to reaffirm your commitment. That fear of public speaking? Volunteer to speak. Fear of failure? Take on that project. You see, the more you walk into the unknown, the more you transform fear into power. Now, pause for 1 second. If this is hitting you, hit that subscribe button. It tells me to keep making these for you. But remember, exploration isn't without risk. It's the price of growth. Picture the Wright brothers. Their dream carried them into uncharted skies. They faced ridicule, but their belief turned the impossible into the possible. It's a lesson for you. The only true failure is not trying. Chart your course. Step into the unknown with confidence. Let fear be your beacon, not your restraint. You are unstoppable in your pursuit, and with each bold step, you carve out the future on your terms. So take that first step today. Discover the untouchable power within. Day 7, the power of letting go. You have accumulated so much. Responsibilities, worries, fears. They act like chains binding your every move, holding you hostage in your own life. Now, one question remains. What would happen if you mastered the art of letting go? Ask yourself, how much lighter would you feel? How much freedom would that bring into your life? Consider this. Seneca once said, "Throw aside all hindrances and give up your time to attaining a sound mind." The path to serenity is through detachment. You have to release the weight of expectations, both yours and others. Let's break it down. When you cling to things, you give them power over you. They become your masters. To be untouchable, you must first understand what you're holding on to. Imagine you're holding a glass of water. At first, it's light and unnoticeable. But as you keep holding it, your arm gets tired. It becomes heavier. You see, it's never the weight that breaks you. It's how long you hold it. Life's burdens are no different. The longer you cling to them, the heavier they become. Now, let's see this in your life. You're in a job you dislike, but you're afraid to leave because of what might happen. Or you hold on to a grudge, questioning why they did what they did to you, turning this negative energy into a silent thief of your peace. Detachment is the answer. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Letting go doesn't mean you don't care. It means you learn to focus on what matters. If you carry this wisdom in your daily grind, you'll be unshakable. Pause for 1 moment. If you're resonating with this call to liberate yourself, click the subscribe button now. It's a small action for you, but a giant step for your mind. Returning to your liberation journey, realize that emotional freedom hinges on indifference to what isn't within our control. Epictetus advises that freedom is the true state of happiness. When you learn to let go, you stop reacting and start choosing how you wish to respond. Picture yourself losing an opportunity you deeply wanted. Instead of despair, you pause and reflect. Is this within my control? If not, release it. Focus instead on what action you can take next. This shift doesn't happen overnight. It's a practice of small steps, setting free the grip of what no longer serves you. Letting go is not an end, it's your rebirth. With each bond you release, the untouchable you emerges incrementally every day. Keep chiseling away at what doesn't serve you to reveal the amazing creation it conceals. Take that stride into your renewed life today. Day 8. Embrace the art of no regrets. You're carrying a backpack stuffed with the weight of regrets. Have you ever stopped to think how heavy that actually is? It's like dragging around a suitcase full of what-ifs that you never needed to pack. This is the art of no regrets. Imagine a sculptor, like Michelangelo, chiseling away at marble. The figure of David emerges, not by adding, but by removing the excess. This is your mind. You are not adding layers of self-judgment, doubts, or what I could have done. No, you're chipping away at them. Marcus Aurelius teaches us, it is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. You live when regrets no longer dictate your steps. Begin today to live without fear of what could have been. Remember that meeting you missed, the promotion you didn't get, or even the relationship that didn't last. They might appear as tombstones of failure. Now, knock them down one by one. Ask yourself, was this in my control? If it wasn't, release it. What you control is the action you can take right now. By practicing this art, you create space for gratitude to breathe in your life. You make room for new goals, passions, and paths to appear. This might be difficult, but let me remind you, every moment spent on if only is a moment stolen from what can be. If you want to keep receiving these reminders, click the subscribe button now. It's a small action for you, but a giant step for your mind. Now, back to the journey of shedding regrets. The path ahead is not clouded by the fog of past mistakes. It is colorful and vivid, open for the steps you want to take. The untouchable you is being crafted. Each regret released is like another tap of the hammer on the chisel. Keep going. Every release is a step closer to the authentic self you are meant to be. As Seneca said, every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. So, end the reign of regrets and begin a new sovereignty of clarity and purpose. Keep chiseling away. Day 9. Rediscover your core values. Your core values are your compass. If you ignore them, you're sailing without direction. But if you rediscover them, you will be unshakable. Now, let's delve into your deepest guiding principles. At 40, you're not simply older, you're wiser. You have experiences under your belt that many only dream of. Use them. Ask yourself, what truly matters? Is it the fleeting praise of others, or the steady light of your own values? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Center those thoughts on what truly aligns with who you are. Think about your daily decisions. Are they bringing you closer to a life you cherish or further away? Epictetus said, first, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Make those values your non-negotiables, your action plan for each day. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads. One path is cluttered with distractions, with what-ifs and what will they thinks. But the other path is clear. It's guided by your values, by the promises you make to yourself, not to others. This is where you need to tread. Your core values are like armor. In relationships, in work, in life, no external blow can dent them. They are your fortress, and as you rediscover them, you become untouchable. Pause for 1 second. If this is hitting you, hit that subscribe button. It tells me to keep making these for you. Back into the journey now. Each moment you align with your core values, you construct your true self. Seneca spoke wisely. If a man knows not to which port he sails, no wind is favorable. You must know your destination. Those values guiding you are your North Star. Embark with intention. Rediscover. Realign. Let every day become a reflection of your innermost truths. Every decision a testament to your core values. You are not lost. You have a map. Start the journey. Day 10. Safeguard your mental sanctuary. Let's get straight to it. Your mind is a sacred place. Yet, how often do you let others trample on it? Your thoughts are your sanctuary. You own them, not the world, not the opinions of others, not the chaos of the external. Picture this: Marcus Aurelius in his tent, amidst the chaos of war, yet serene. He kept his mind fortified, untouched by the noise of the world outside. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. That's Marcus Aurelius reminding us that you are the architect of your inner world. You paint your mental landscape. When negativity knocks, do you answer? Or do you let it pass, recognizing it as nothing more than the wind rustling past your window? To safeguard your mental sanctuary, you must start with the basics. What do you allow in? What thoughts do you cherish? If you protect your mind like a fortress, you'll find that no external storm can shake you. Seneca once said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." Do you let imaginary problems steal your peace? It's time to draw a line. Set boundaries not just for others, but for yourself. Recognize that not every thought deserves space in your mind. Here's the truth: by keeping your mental sanctuary clear and guarded, your true self shines forth. If you want to keep receiving these reminders, click the subscribe button now. It's a small action for you, but a giant step for your mind. Dive deeper. Picture yourself as a lighthouse amidst a storm. The winds may howl, the waves may crash, but your light proves impenetrable. Your values, they are your light, steady, unwavering. Keep that light burning bright. It guides you not only through today, but into the future you envision. Remember, safeguarding your mental sanctuary isn't about isolation. It's about strength. It's about choosing to be the calm in the storm, the clarity in confusion. Each day, with each mindful decision, you build this fortress brick by brick. You don't become untouchable overnight, but each step, no matter how small, reinforces the walls of your mental sanctuary. Keep building. Protect your peace. Day 11. Amplify your unique strengths. Stop what you're doing and consider this. How often do you hide your strengths? You might downplay them so you don't stand out or make others uncomfortable. The truth? Doing this limits your abilities and what you can achieve in life. I am the master of my fate. Pause for a moment and comment that below. Make this the declaration of your day. Let each like remind you of the control you have over your destiny. Think of Marcus Aurelius, who his entire life ruled with compassion and wisdom. Yet, he wasn't born with all the answers. He grew them by staying true to his nature. He didn't hide his ability to lead and instead became one of the greatest Stoic figures in history. What does this tell you? Your potential is unlimited if you nurture your true self. Seneca once said, "Begin at once to live, and count each separate day as a separate life." Every day is a reset button, a chance to show the world your authentic self. Reinforce your natural abilities, not just to exist, but to thrive. Consider your unique strengths like a unique set of keys. When you apply them, untold possibilities become reality. No other person has your precise combination of skills, experiences, and perspectives. This means you can bring something to the world nobody else can. Therefore, each moment you doubt or hide your strengths, you rob the world of your potential. You rob yourself of the vast opportunities your strengths can unlock. Now, if this talk strikes a chord, pause for 1 second. Hit that subscribe button. It tells me to keep making these deep dives into human potential. Every day, refocus on what sets you apart. It's not just about career success or personal gains. It's about contribution. It's about living a life full of purpose. As Epictetus put it, know first who you are and then adorn yourself accordingly. Stand firm in this truth and let your natural skills serve the world boldly and fearlessly. You have the power to influence and to lead. Embrace it fully. Each choice, each action, amplifies your unique light. Let it shine bright. Protect it. Amplify it. Now go out. Use your strengths. Shape your reality. Day 12. cementing the untouchable you. Stop doing this immediately if you want to be invincible, seeking validation from others. Strength begins when you stop relying on validation and start trusting yourself. Build that inner fortress where external opinions are merely whispers outside your resistant walls. My strength is within, unwavering and unshaken by the world. I challenge you to pause right now and comment, "My strength is within, unwavering and unshaken by the world," below. Do it to solidify this manifesto in your reality. Let every like on your comment remind you of this promise. Think of Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher king who knew distractions all too well. When surrounded by chaos, he found peace in his thoughts, not in the approval of his court. He taught that our opinions of ourselves matter more than others. Imagine you're the captain of a ship. During a storm, do you listen to the waves messing with you, or do you trust in your ability to steer through? Today, you're cementing the untouchable you. This means not letting outside forces dictate your worth or direction. It's about having a steady mind, what the Stoics call ataraxia, a state of serene calm. The world may shout opinions and doubts, but you remain grounded, unshaken. Here's the practice. Each morning, as you wake, remind yourself of your power. Say to yourself, "Today, I guide my actions, unfazed by others." It's simple, but it's the best way to gain control over how you feel and react. Seneca advised, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." Every challenge is a chance to strengthen your fortress of self. And listen, if you found this lesson on invincibility profound, this is the wisdom I share every week. Subscribe so you never miss what's next. It's a small action for you, but a giant step for your mind. As you move forward, remember your influence is any direction you choose. Like a master sculptor, you carve out who you are by managing your reactions and choices. Burn these words into your mind. No one can shake the path you walk unless you let them. Continue this journey and let your calm, confident presence speak louder than any words. Strength is within you. Use it to navigate the world, strong and untouched. The Manifesto, your bold declaration of rebirth. Your rebirth begins now. Imagine yourself standing on the precipice of life, and the weight you carry is nothing more than ghosts of the past. If you ignore this moment, you resign yourself to carrying them forever. But today, we embrace a new manifesto. Imagine a declaration that demands change, regardless of age or circumstance. You stand at the threshold of 40, a pivotal moment to redefine, realign, and reclaim your power. It's not about changing who you are. It's about sharpening the image of who you can be. Consider the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. This is the essence of your manifesto. Action, not hesitance. Resolve to be untouchable, to let nothing external disturb your inner peace. Craft your bold declaration of rebirth with the determination of a warrior preparing for battle. Your past does not confine you. It's the chisel that has shaped you. And now, you, the sculptor, have the power to create, to renew, to make yourself invincible. Remember this insight from Epictetus. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Declare this now, loudly, clearly, and with unyielding conviction. Stake your claim on your life and live it with unwavering clarity. As you march forward, feel the pulse of purpose rising in you. You have stood still long enough. Now is the time to move, to forge your path, and to be untouchable in your pursuit of greatness. Age is not a barrier. It is the dawn of unparalleled wisdom. And as you ponder these insights, pause for a moment. If this resonates and fuels that fire within, subscribe now. Each week, you'll receive more insights to light your way. Return to this path with us, stronger with each step you take. Continue to shape your world with purpose, echoing the legacy of Stoicism within you. You are reborn, undefeated, and sovereign over your destiny. Keep pushing forward. You are writing the story of a life reborn, a life no longer waiting to begin. Final, step into the world as the new you. You are standing on the edge of transformation. This is the moment where talk meets action, where dreams touch reality. Imagine stepping into the world now as the unstoppable force you've become. You have shed the skin of hesitation and are donning the armor of determination. Think of Marcus Aurelius, who once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. This understanding is critical. It is your mental power that sets the journey in motion. Every decision you've made in the last 12 days has been a stride toward greatness. The downs, the realizations, the resolve. All of it culminates here as the new you steps forth. Picture an artist poised before a blank canvas. The old you hesitated, overthinking each brushstroke. But the new you? You seize the brush with confidence, knowing that each stroke is a testament to your rebirth. The fear of making mistakes no longer binds you because you've accepted that each mark holds value. You've embraced Stoic strength to laugh in fear's face and paint your reality bold and bright. This is your canvas. Paint it with courage. Remember Seneca's wisdom. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. Your preparation has been deliberate, your introspection deep, your actions purposeful. You are primed not just to meet opportunities, but to create them. For those of you embracing this new path, continue to sculpt your life with the chisel of purpose, one deliberate action at a time. Remember, I am unshakable. I carve my destiny with purpose. Make this your declaration. I want you to pause right now and comment, I am unshakable. I carve my destiny with purpose, below. Do it to solidify this manifesto in your reality. Let every like on your comment remind you of this promise. Now, step into the world confidently and purposefully. Let each moment be a testament to the new you, reborn, unstoppable, living a life dictated by intent and not circumstance. This is your time. Live it fiercely, live it passionately, and never look back.